Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. I'm SM SithLord. This is the twice a week stream right here on the channels that you're watching on. Is my camera still straight? It is. Oh, I forgot to put my face on. I'll do that while I'm continuing the intro. Today I'm going to be wrapping up one of the speed builds that I started last time. And this time I'm going to be adding an AI generated skybox to it, along with some other details. Don't know if I'm going to be firing up 3ds Max to do more detailed benches and stuff. This was a speed build after all, so these benches might look good. I do need to get a campfire, and maybe I'll just try to grab a campfire from Sketchfab. But the main thing that I want to do today is the environment map. So, looking at the sky here, it looks like only cubic maps are supported here, and I go to rendering. Rendering wants a skybox texture there, which won't take a normal texture. Okay, so I'm going to generate a sky sphere from here. Then I'm going to, because the editor wants it as a box, I'm going to run it through a converter that turns it into a box. And then I'll have an amazing AI generated, skybox. From this site right here, skybox.blockadelabs.com. Amazing site. You type something in here, you click generate, and it generates it for you. It's 3D, or it's a 360 image, but with the 360 image, it's called an HDRI or a panorama or a 360 image. You can convert it to a equal rectangular projection map, like a cube map, or whatever else you need, because the data's all there. You just gotta figure out how to convert it. And that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna add one of those fancy skyboxes to this. Now, I actually already made one of these skyboxes. I made one of these skyboxes somewhere and have completely forgotten where I put it. Okay. Maybe we should make a new skybox, or maybe I just gotta find this thing. It's gotta be here somewhere. It's none of these things. Where could it have gone? You know what? I probably didn't put it in that folder yet. Here, let me just reach over here to my other computer and see if I can find it over here. It's a nice skybox. It has, yeah, there it is. It has trees, and it's pretty fitting for this environment. I'm looking on here. Okay, now it should be there, and we're ready to go to the next step. Here it is. Cool, cool, cool. Now I need to make this a skybox to fit it over there. So, we'll go over to HDRI to cube wrap, and then I'm just going to drag and drop my HDRI in there. Oops, actually, maybe I won't drag and drop. Maybe I'll click browse. Okay, now I need to choose what direction forward is. I think that's a nice forward. This is what it's going to look like as a cube map. That's good. I'm going to download this as a 1024 by 1024 PNG cube map. Yeah, let's do that. Want them all as little individual images. Save that out. And it's going to be going in here. Now, while I get ready to finish that up, let's also jump over to Sketchfab and look for a campfire. now in the YouTube chat as well as the Twitch chat. There's a nice campfire. Not quite what I want though. Hey, this one looks pretty good. This whole set looks really awesome. So many nice campfires to choose from. Okay, what does this one have for the poly count? 2K triangles. That's not bad, because this is definitely a focal point. Oh wow, look how 3D it looks. I might go with this one. How about these other ones? This one at 1.4 looks way too realistic. I don't want too realistic. This one is too many vertices. This one looks pretty accurate to me. Let me see here, because this is downloadable, right? It's 50K triangles. Oh, that's 3D grass. I kind of want that 3D grass feel. Like I'm going to download this one. That's a lot of triangles comparatively. But yeah, let's download this GLB. It's only 3 megabytes. Over here, I want this campfire. Well, let me look at the last campfire. This one's 412 triangles, which is really good, but it doesn't have the rocks around it like this one does. So I'm still going to go with this one. And this one will be... Oh, this one isn't downloadable. Is that what that means? I can't download this? Yeah. Okay. Well, it looks like I'll be going with this one, which is only 412 triangles. Very good. Look at that GLB. Do I need any other GLBs? Ooh, this one's nice too. I need any other GLBs? Maybe. Let me just try searching for some grass. For some low poly grass. Preferably patches of grass. What do we got? $400 triangles. That's pretty good. I might come back to that. 14 triangles. That's even better. I'm getting this one if it's downloadable. This one's not downloadable either. I thought that it was. This one is. Maybe I'll go for that one. Okay, grass, here it is. Download 200 triangles GLB. Now, let's get these GLBs into the project. This is going to be fun. Oh wait, before I do that, let's go process this cube map some. So, if I just threw a sphere in here, I could just throw this round texture onto the sphere, like so. There you go. You know what? Maybe I'll just roll with that. If I just use a sphere, I do want to make sure that its exposure level looks correct. Which means it would need to be a little brighter. A lot brighter. And then I would hide the water. I need to set up the collision still on this parcel. That was on this build. That's the next thing I would do. Looks like I already have some of the collisions going. This might look better as a skybox. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this into that skybox. I already did, didn't I? I did. Sky spheres are good, but they need to be huge. That's not it. There we go. Okay, let me make a new. Do I have anything in my skybox folder? I do. Let me make a new folder for my new skybox. AI box is what I'll call this one. And in the AI box is where I want to put these things, but they'll want to be rotated some. This is rotated. Rotated. The names are fine, even though they don't say forest in them. They're close enough. Because I can easily adjust them after I get it in here. Excuse the lag as these images upload. I'm surprised it's taking so long. You know what? Maybe I'm out of space. That would be disappointing. I still have 500 megabytes open, it looks like. So I don't know, I'll try refreshing and re-uploading. Down needs to be rotated. I'm not sure how yet. Rotating left 90 degrees, I think. Nope. It needs to be rotated one more left. And then I will be deleting my sphere. I'll be deleting that sphere texture as well and its material, because now I'm going to go into AI box, pre-filter this skybox, and then assign it. Pre-filtering the skybox makes it so it uses the that skybox and like the reflections and stuff on the geometry. Not just the trees, all of the geometry. Get it? And I'll put this over here, and there we go. All right, all right. That looks trippy. It makes my cliffs not look so believable over there. Kind of makes me want to delete my cliffs so that you can just see what's over there. Okay, but we're looking good. The fog, maybe the fog is good. Let me refresh the test window here. Oops, that's not it. It looks good. I want to see if this site runs in an iframe, because if that site runs in an iframe, it might be fun to generate these while you're in the world. So to test if that page runs in an iframe, I'll just quickly do this. iframe test number 2971.html. I test a lot of iframes. Now, as long as this works, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that skybox generating site, I'm going to put it on this web panel there. I'm going to fall through the floor because I didn't do the collisions on that last part yet. It works! It works! Oh man, this is cool. This is cool. Let's put this thing on an iframe. That's pretty interesting, man. That's like a photo op now. You can load any environment and then you stand in front of it and take your screenshot. That's pretty cool. Okay, so to get over there, well, first of all, I'll fill that URL into the web browser object by clicking on the web browser object, going into the attributes, setting its URL to that. Resolution can go ahead and be auto. No, I'm gonna make this medium resolution. Autoplay, no. UI text, this could be called Skybox or Skybox Lab. Skybox Lab. Don't need an image. A button to go, I need that. A button in, oh, I don't need a button to go. New tab is fine. In world is fine. Looking good. I could delete the old Skybox. Why did my skybox disappear? It shouldn't have. It got confused. I deleted the old skybox. There we go. All right. So we're a little bit more optimized here. Stones, packed forest, fence, cabin. I did download some more things that I wanted to check out in here before I get to the collisions and all that. Let's see this grass. So I'm just going to drag and drop this GLB directly into the PlayCanvas editor here, which I have the Somnium Web Worlds SDK loaded up in. And it's going to import the GLB. Now it's not going to, it's going to do something really, really awesome here. What it did is it converted the GLB, see the GLB here, the source file. It retains that in the project, but that's not actually what users see when they come to your parcel and to visit your web world. They don't see the source GLB that you dropped in there. They see this GLB that it was converted to with these render objects. The reason that's important is, I mean, there's many reasons that's important, but it allows you to modify the materials in the editor after you import the GLB instead of what's on the GLB is just on the GLB. You can't do anything about it. And it allows you to share assets between GLBs. It allows you to work GLBs into the light mapping workflow of the PlayCanvas editor here for when you calculate lighting and stuff like that. A lot of good stuff beyond just supporting GLBs. This editor supports GLBs like it's an art asset. It treats it just like any other art asset format that you drop it into it. Separates the materials out for you, lets you get your hand, it gives you the control to get your hands dirty and make the thing behave the way that you want it. Now, hopefully that's good enough for what I need. Let me drop this in here. Yeah, this should be good enough for what I need. Here is a bunch of grass. That's exactly what I wanted. I might scale my grass up some. My grass is casting a shadow. I'll allow it for now. There we go. A few more patches of this, and we're in business. Oops. I wasn't copying the whole thing, really. This is what I should have been copying. There we go. Okay, I think next up will be the actual fire pit that I drop in. Those weeds are a little bit big there. Make them a little smaller. Ah, shit. Okay, this fire pit is going to go right here. I'm gonna have to build my own rock pile around this thing. Hold on. It's a Unix system. I know this. Okay, that is our fire pit. The actual logs will load up next time. I need to work on the collisions, and then I'll work on those pieces of grass over there. So I want to do the collisions fairly optimal. I don't want to use mesh colliders on everything because there's a lot of meshes going on here, and I have to set up batch rendering probably also if I want to be mobile friendly. So for the collisions, I'm actually doing cylinders. I'm doing cylinders all over the place mostly. However, that's about to change because this is going to become a box. A box collider. That should be suitable for most of my area. Like so. Actually, more like so. This one is where you're going to be able to stand here and generate skyboxes. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be skybox generatingception. We might be the first ones to do this. I haven't seen anybody put this on an in-game screen before. You know, I always say if you're being creative, you're doing it wrong because you're not basing your actions off of other people's previous experience. However, this skybox site is so new. We might be the first ones to put it on in-game screens, at least in web. I don't. Maybe there's other caveats that we'd have to qualify for, but it's going to be in web and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be in world, man. Let's get this next area in here as a cylinder. Good. Let me refresh that so I can see my campfire. That needs a step right there. It does. It does. Looking good. Oh, this one needs a little shelf to stand on. All this stuff needs colliders, okay. I could make the colliders in 3ds Max. I could just tell it to use the visual things as the colliders, but I'm trying to be optimal here. So I'm making the colliders out of primitives. And maybe just a tiny bit more grass over here next to where you generate the skyboxes. Maybe not. Maybe I'll put the fence. I'll put some fence over there. Yeah. Okay, did I download any other models to spawn in? I used that one. I downloaded this one, but I'm not going to use it. Okay. Couldn't download that one. That one I think was too many vertices, so I ended up using the other grass. This was the good grass that I did use, and I believe that's all that I have. What if I look for a log bench? What do I have then? Hey, this, I like the amount of vertices this has. I'm getting this. As a GLB 1 megabyte 1K texture, thank you very much. This one is only 60 triangles. It looks so HD for 60 triangles. I think I'm gonna have to get that one too as a 1K GLB. Why is it 3 megabytes? It must have such a huge amount of material shaders, I guess. What else would account for that? Okay, now let's use that log bench, because my log bench, I was complaining about them earlier. I mean, they work, but this log bench is barely more megabytes. Well, it's a lot more megabytes, but it's only like 1.7 megabytes with a 1024 texture that isn't even basis compressed yet. Maybe that will be improved. But let me drop this in here. Oh, it's huge. It's giant. It's ginormous. Okay, let's put it next to one of the other benches to check the size of it. See how that's new. We'll call it higher quality, not high quality, because it's still really low polygon, good texture size. See how this bench looks? This bench looks good. This bench looks so good, it makes my grass texture look bad. And I have to think about that for a second, because it might be that this material or this bench just isn't a good match for the aesthetics of this scene. It's a tough one. It's pretty clear. This one, it fits the aesthetics better. The aesthetics of the solid color stuff and cell shaded looking thing, cartoon looking things. But this bench is so nice. I think I want to go with this bench just because it's so nice. It might not match the rest of the art style perfectly, but this is a hard call actually, because this bench ain't bad, but I'm gonna go with this bench. stuff that I don't need. Okay, this bench, let me add the colliders to it before I start cloning it around. That would be wise. I'll add it to here. I'll add it to here. Add a new component, which is a physics collision box. Position offset. These are new sliders. You didn't used to be able to adjust position offset for the collision box, but why is it useful to be able to? So you can do things like I'm doing right now. Okay, so now this is set up to have collisions. I can clone it, and when I duplicate it, it'll also duplicate the collisions, of course. And that means that when I position it other places, it'll be solid just like it was in the first place, the first instance. Gotta refresh before I see those changes. Ooh, you know what? Oh, I forgot to go into here and add onto this collision. I also needed a rigid body. Now the power of templates, okay? I'm gonna click, since this was the template, I added the stuff to it, I'm gonna click apply all. It's gonna automatically apply that change to all of the other instances of this template, including this one, and now this one also has the rigid body and the collision, which means I'll be able to collide this one too. I'm colliding with these things. Yeah, okay, so let's continue that. We got 1, 2, 3, 3 more benches to get into here. Easy peasy. Okay, let's do the collision for up here. I thought that I did. I guess that I didn't, though. I did. It was just super small, huh? That's weird. I'm a little proud of that log cabin because I made that log cabin. It's not the best log cabin in the world, but it actually reused the textures of the fence and the trees. It didn't introduce any new texture space at all. This is pretty nice. Very well optimized. Okay, we got grass growing. We need a little bit more grass probably. little grass over here. And we got another bench to replace. We're here. I don't think this log is affected by fog, is it? That's weird. It should be. Is that more like it? It still doesn't look right. Let's try refreshing. It's weird. It seems like it's not taking the fog, but maybe it is. And mine eyes deceive me. Okay, they look pretty good. I'll roll with it. Let's roll with that. What's next here? I wanted to put fences all around, and I wanted to get this on a parcel. Oh, I still got some more collisions to do, and then I want to put a couple fences across there. I'm pointing at my screen there, and then get it onto a parcel to test out the skybox generation inside of that thing there. Yeah, let's do a little of that. So the first thing on my list was collisions. We got more collisions to do. Collisions like this. Ooh, Coca-Cola Light. Collisions like this. And eventually I will need some border collisions too, but not quite yet. Okay. Now I think I just need the colliders that keep you in bounds. So one over here. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Oop, oop, I haven't been there. Hey, it's great to have you, Chad. Yeah, this is a bit of a speed run deep dive. I started this last 2-hour session, hoping to finish it and get it on a parcel with the skybox generator within the next 30 minutes here. It can be done. It's actually real close to get done, and I'm pretty dang confident it's gonna get done. Okay, I got these weird edges here where you can walk through a couple of the trees. There's a couple of these fences you can walk through over there, and these fences right here you can walk through. These fences. Oh, no, that's no good. You would walk way too far through those fences. All right. Can't get too far out of bounds. Oh, yeah, I can. Let's plug this hole. How about that? Now we're looking good. Cannot escape these bounds yet. Over here, I can. And all through up over here, oh, not the tree though, but over here I can, and I think over here I can too. So I need to get more of these bounds in so people don't just walk off the ledge. It is pretty important because people will try to walk off the ledge. Let's get these bounds in. We don't want them in front of that thing, but we do want them behind it. By the way, the PlayCanvas editor here is multiplayer. There's a chat and everything. You can see the other people flying around. It's not multiplayer like a game. Maybe we should say it's multi-user because you see the other users, the other editors' camera flying around the viewport. You see in the hierarchy the things that they're clicking on when they're editing them all in live real time. The test window is synced between the multiple people editing, meaning that if you're in here testing in the test window and the other person that you're building with adds a tree somewhere, you see the tree appear right before your eyes. Might be hard to demonstrate. Let me see if I can demonstrate this. Put this thing over here and I do this thing over here. Now we can see both windows. Here's the test window over here. We'll call this guy A, testing on his phone. Whoops. Okay, and then over here, we got guy B, person B, whatever, on this tab, and this person is saying, I want to clone a tree like that, and I want to put it over here. I want to sync it down some. Yeah. Do you see how the guy, now you might be like, oh, it's just locally testing. No, this is through the network. It doesn't matter if the other guy you're editing is editing from Taiwan and you're in Brazil. Are those two things next to each other? I'm not even sure. Because one person edits it, it goes to the network, and you see it live change before your eyes. Everybody else that's editing, everybody else that's testing. It's real good. It was kind of a lot to demonstrate that, but that is a very cool feature of the PlayCanvas engine, which the Somnium Space Web Worlds SDK is built on top of. Okay, where was I? Collisions, yes. Yes! For 3! So you can do all this in the PlayCanvas editor, but you could also make a collision mesh in Blender. You don't have to make your collision mesh out of primitives in the level editor. You can do it right in Blender. You can export your collision mesh as exactly that, a collision mesh, and assign it to your stuff in the PlayCanvas editor, and it just works. But I'm doing the primitives for no good reason other than maybe it's faster for what I'm doing right now. Since I am just trying to finish wrapping this thing up, which I may have just finished. Okay, I can't escape over here. Nor can I escape over here. I think that might bound me in. Let's try over here. can get into the rock, but I can't escape. And by escape, I mean fall into the void. Oh no! The void! That ought to fix it. Let's give that corner one more shot here and see if we can escape. I'm not escaping over here anymore. They will try, but they will not succeed. Okay, now before I export this onto the parcel to see the goodness of generating more skyboxes on the iframe, which I hope will be very awesome. I want to make sure, I want to see if there's anything else I could do with the lighting here that would make it more interesting. I want this to be mobile compatible. I have one light going. It's a pretty heavy light. It's casting shadows. It's the sun. My sun is casting shadows. They are heavy. But they're good. Maybe I could take the resolution down to 1024. I could, and I barely even noticed. Wow! I noticed when I'm looking at it, but when I'm not looking at it, that's 1/4 the shadow resolution. Compared to that, which is a lot more the shadow resolution. Okay, let's go like that. Now I'm gonna take it back up to 2048. Taking it back up to 2048. I don't want to add more lights. I think that I'm ready to publish this, put it on the parcel. Oh, let's do a little bit of optimization, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, so this thing we're gonna basis compress. It's a 1024 by 1024 texture, which is a little bit too large, but still, I'm just gonna basis compress it. The stones pack has one texture. I'll basis compress it too, even though it's just solid colors. Log events. We got the grass. The grass I'll compress. The forest I will compress. The fence doesn't use any textures. The campfire does. Not sure how that is AO. It's a 1024 by 1024 texture of AO. Oh man, I might just delete it. No! I didn't want to do that. It seems. No problem. I still have that model downloaded. Campfire. It's going to replace it with the default version. I hope. Yeah. I just need to refresh before the 3D view notices. Okay, I'm in the process of compressing textures. All right. Well, I'll just go and AO's that. This is that. Since you know how Boston's supposed to be that too. You don't need glossiness. You don't need metalness. Metalness is pretty good. Talking to myself here. Okay. All right. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Let's basis compress all of these. My cabin has nothing. Oh, it has that same texture, doesn't it? No, I'll compress this one. Even though it should reuse the texture from the other GLB in the end. The skybox I don't want to compress because I think that it looks nice. They're pretty large though. Ugh. If I compress them, they won't look as impressive. Not going to compress the skybox. It's going to be like 3 or 4 megabytes of skybox when you come in here. That's okay. All right, the final test from the editor here before I go through the publishing process to wrap it up here in the last 20 minutes. Everything is looking good. Solid, solid, solid. There's a good place to put camp name up there. Just keep it generic because it's all about hanging out in the vibe of the forest campfire and hopefully some cool stuff going on here. I feel like I'm not as vibrant as I could be, but I'll roll with it. That lone palm tree. Oh, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Let's push forward. I'm closing these things, and we're gonna build this thing. Download. Download. Now I'm gonna put this onto a GitHub page. Do I have a GitHub page set up for this yet? That I don't know. I gotta check my repos. Web World GLB demo. What in the world is that? Let's find out. Ooh, this was a nice one. Not what I was looking for. Okay. So I gotta make a new repo, it looks like. Oh, okay. It's a Unix system. I know this. New repository. Repository name. Campfire World. Create. Upload existing files. Then you go to your web world that you just downloaded from the PlayCanvas editor. You have to extract the zip because you want to upload the contents of it. It's a bunch of AI images that I generated while I was playing around with a different AI. Trying to get concept art at it. Okay, back to this project. Kidnap. Where's this thing that I just unzipped? There it is. Okay, here's the files that I unzipped. I'm going to drag and drop them into the free GitHub repo that I just created. This is the free route. If you don't have web space and you don't want to pay for web space, you don't want to pay for hosting anywhere, you could use GitHub Pages, because GitHub lets you create these things called repos for free, and they let you, with the free account, they also have paid accounts that gives you more space and stuff or something like that. You can use the free account, create a repo, upload your files, and then you turn on something that's called GitHub Pages, which turns your the files, your repo into like a website. And with that, you got a website basically, and it's a website that's compatible with hosting your web worlds that you plug in to Somnium Web. Okay, initial commit. So I have to wait a moment because there's a couple other things that I have to do before I can assign this to a parcel. I also got to figure out what parcel I'm putting this on. 3388 is usually where I put parcels. The most recent one that I've built has something on it still though, so let me see if I can find a different world. Here's a nice world. It is all baked together. There's default avatars to choose from now in Somnium. If you go and click on change avatar, if you're an existing user and you already have your old avatar set, you have to go to change avatar. If you're a new user, you'll just see this right away. And I want to turn into this guy with the shades. Hey, I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm not going to replace this one. I just made this one. How about one that I made a little while ago? Let's put this web world onto I kind of want to put it on 592. What do I have on 883 though? Because that was a build that was targeting VR, not web browsers. So I might be able to just replace this with the other one. Yeah, this is a cool build, but it targets VR more than web. So let's log in and do something with it to test this parcel out. Oh yeah, okay, I'm not done yet. I have to go, because here's that last step on my GitHub repo that I created. I go to settings, I go to pages, then I change this drop down to say main and click save. Now I wait. I wait for, first of all, it to even list that I'm on GitHub pages on the right hand side here. So if I click refresh enough, it'll pop up. It actually has nothing to do with me clicking refresh. It's just my impatience showing. Because if you click on actions, that shows you what's really happening. Oh look, it's already in progress. It's deploying my pages. Now, it's still not done after it does this. I probably don't have to wait for it to finish doing that. I have to do, here's the final step. Well, the final step of getting everything ready to assign to the parcel. I have to click add file, create new file. This is gonna be .nojekyll, it's an empty file. That was important. That's like setting up cross-origin resource sharing. That's like the GitHub version of setting up cross-origin resource sharing. It probably sounds like I'm just rambling now. I mean, what, cross-origin resource sharing? We don't want to have to worry about that, and you don't, as long as you just follow the steps that are on the GitLab for Somnium Web Worlds. And when you deploy, if you go to GitHub like this and you create that .nojekyll and use GitHub pages, you don't even need to know what course means. You just follow the steps. So I'm over here waiting for this to turn into finished. In progress. And then I'm going to assign it to this parcel. Active. Okay, so when you test it on your GitHub pages URL or wherever you're direct hosting it at, it's going to look exactly like it did when you were testing. So like nothing's going to work. You know, I can't click on anything. I can't change my avatar, stuff like that. However, if I take this and I assign it to the parcel over here, oops, what am I doing here? I want to go to adjust parcel settings. I want to put a, what is this? This is a holistic world. Cool, save and reload. And now, I forgot to set a camera starting position, but this camera position is all right. You can even animate your starting camera. I'll just roll with this one. Because what I really want to check, cool, okay, I'm an avatar and all that, but what I really want to check is going over here and generating a new skybox from within the world. Let's say alien landscape of a magical glowing forest. Generate. Okay, so after you click generate, you do have to wait around a minute for it to pop up. Okay, while that's generating, I want to take an epic screenshot of this for the tweet that I'm about to send. So a couple things. First, I'll go over here to photo mode. Oh, there's my thing, exit photo mode. It finished. It finished! And there it is. Wow, that is trippy. Okay, so we're generating skyboxes inside of other worlds. It's Skybox Generationception. Inception, is that even a popular movie? I think that meme might have ran its course and is dead now. Okay, now to get my cool screenshots. I want to log in, so I'm the character that I want to be. And while this is happening, I can take a new screenshot. Something like this. But also, I want to get some shots to tweet. Yes, sir. This is going to be one of them. Let's get one more out of the Skybox Generationception. Let's see, to drive the point home, I probably should generate a different skybox. Let's make this thing, floating city on top of the ocean. Let's see what that gives us. Yes, there is two of me on the parcel right now because I'm doing this kind of photo thing. Okay. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings. Oh, there it is. It's ready. Ah! So exciting. That is some Hogwarts looking stuff right there, man. Dang. All right, maybe a couple more screenshots yet. So that's two screenshots of that thing. Okay, I'll take a screenshot or two of this thing. This looks pretty cool. It was made so quickly, and it looks alright. For being made so quick, it looks acceptable. And acceptable will be acceptable for something made so quick.
We get so wrapped up in numbers in our society, and the most important thing is that we're able to be one-to-one, you and I, with each other.
Okay, I hope these screenshots are saving. I should have been checking this a moment ago, like the whole time. They are! They are working! I need one more! Okay. That's gonna be it. No. That's gonna be it. No. I don't know. The skybox has so much going on. I just want to soak it all in. There we go. That's gonna be it right there. And then we get the bro over here, but you gotta be a different skin now. How about you? All right, that's 4 screenshots. And that's gonna be a pretty cool tweet with the, oh, I closed it. Damn, the skyboxception that was going on there. Okay, I think that concludes today's stream with 4 minutes to spare. I don't remember what the parcel ID was. I was just there and I've already forgotten. This parcel I'm loading into is trippy. I've seen it before. Oh, is it the same one? It is. How cool that is. It's so round. Okay, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that one. It is 883. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We concluded, just to wrap up, today we concluded the build that was started last session on Friday. I usually do the stream on Monday, but my computers were all taken apart on Monday, so I'm doing it today on Tuesday. Oh, cool. Post-processing while I'm walking around. This looks amazing. Wow. Whoa. Look how next gen we are. That looks really good. I'm telling you. AO goes miles and miles as far as bang for your effort of buck. Your effort buck? Your effort? Bang for your effort. Okay, anyways, now I'm ranting. What did we do? We finished this Somnium web world that was inspired by the Alt Space campfire world. Made super quick using just a handful of models, which made it pretty optimized. It is a custom cabin, but besides that, it was some trees and rocks from a pack. And then we added today this awesome skybox that we generated from the Skybox website that I mentioned earlier, Skybox Lab. And to top it off, we put the Skybox itself into the web tab here. so you can actually generate new skyboxes for fun. You can't really assign them to the world, but you can just do it for fun while you're standing in the world. Isn't that awesome? One note is the screen isn't going to be synced for your skybox. So if like there's 5 people coming in here and each one is generating, they're using this web tab here or this iframe to generate the different skybox, they'll each see their own skybox because they're locally generating in their own web iframe the skybox that they want. But you can always take a screenshot and share it like that. And it's just a really fun thing to do, even if you're coming out here and hanging out by yourself. This is awesome. I love the post-processing. I love it. All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and I'll see you on Friday, where I bet we'll be doing something with skyboxes again. I have a feeling that that's going to be a trend for quite a while. All right. Later on, everybody.